Hello and welcome to Mindful Mondays, where we focus in on our relationship with God in prayer to start our week out right. Today we're talking about praying for your children's future. This is not only one for parents, though, it's also for anyone who has one or more child in their life that they care about, that they love, that they have an opportunity to speak into their lives. You also have the opportunity to stand before God on behalf of that child. So why not do that, right? One of the challenges of parenting or otherwise influencing a child is finding balance. It's so important to be right there in the moment with them, paying attention, having and helping them relish the good stuff and learn from the trials right there in the moment. But it's also really important to be somewhat future-minded, since what might seem to be best for the child in the moment, might seem to be the happiest thing, often isn't the best thing for the long term to grow them into adults who can function in the real world. So one of the reasons I think it's important to pray for the kids' future too, not just their present, partly in hopes that you affect their future by your prayers, also partly to help train our own minds to always deal with the child with a mind focused also on the adult that we're hoping to build from this little person. It can be tempting as we're praying for kids to pray that they'll just always and only have favor with everyone that they meet, that they'll be the best at everything they do, that they will never encounter adversity. We instinctively want that level of safety and success for the kids that we love, don't we? But since life leaves no one unscathed, and Scripture even promises us in this life there will be trouble, it may be better to focus on praying for their character. You know, that they will be honest, that they will be fair, that they will be kind, that they will be wise, that they will live lives of integrity, that they will speak truth, that they will possess self-discipline, that they'll be generous, and of course that they will know the Lord intimately. That's a big one high on the list there. And here's a tip I'd like to add also. While you're praying for a child, don't forget, maybe pray for their future spouse as well. I mean, all the good stuff that you want for that child, you want their spouses to have had it too, right? You want your kids to marry people who can love them well, right? Who aren't so broken by their circumstances that they harm others around them. What if your prayers make the difference in how their childhood treats them? I mean, just think about it. From the time my kids were tiny, it was just an intuitive thing for me to pray for their future spouses. I thought often about these people and I wondered how their childhood was going, where they were, what they were going through, and I lifted them up in prayer. Now my kids are both grown and they're married to amazing people, and so I've had the opportunity to meet the people I prayed for all those many long decades, and I suspect that that's part of why I get to have such an amazing relationship with both of them, and I don't have to suffer that hated mother-in-law stereotype. It's better than that, and I have to suspect that, you know, 20-30 years of prayer built into that might have affected that. What can it hurt, right? No harm in praying for your kid's future spouse. And I will acknowledge here, maybe there won't be a future spouse. Maybe there won't. But I don't think you're going to regret those prayers, even if there's not a future spouse, right? It's prayers. How are you going to regret that? I'm praying for you as I'm posting this, that may your prayers for the kids in your life bring real blessings, both to those kids and also to you, because you know that's the way prayer works. That's all for this time, and I will see you next week.